hello.
Oh, hello, Melbourne. We were just reading some books.
We're in a bookstore in downtown Reykjavik right now, and they're just shutting off the lights because it's 10 p.m. in Reykjavik.
And almost everything closes at 10 p.m.
So we get to be here for a few minutes longer.
So, we say hello from Iceland.
Hello, Europe.
Hello, Australia.
There's a Eurovision joke.
Yes. We hear you love Eurovision. You just got invited. There's a really famous Eurovision poem in Iceland. It goes something like this. Don't work on a Sunday, don't sleep on a Monday. Anyway, I am Ásta.
My name is Vala, and we're both poets.
Yes.
Ásta is also a visual artist.
And Vala is also a publisher.
And we actually want to show you some of our books, some of the books that we've published. We have a little sort of grassroots publishing house that publishes poetry. So yeah, let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out.
So these are the poetry books. All the poetry books that have ever been published in Icelandic.
Poetry. Not all.
These are some of the books that we make. We make little chapbooks that are like the first poetry books of young Icelandic authors. And Ásta has been one of the people that we published. Ásta, maybe you want to read a poem from one of your books.
Oh, sure. What a great idea.
This book we published in Berlin at a festival last summer.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't hear what people are saying now, so I don't know if they've heard Icelandic. I'm going to read it in Icelandic, and Val is going to read the translation of it in English. This poem is called Svaðilför með tvö möl. Sigraðir hringstigar. I'm not going to do it spontaneously.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah.
That's cool.
Glazed spiral stairs.
Kafbátar í pappirum.
Submarines in paper.
Og bréf sem ég skil eftir í ópalrauðum póstkassa.
And a letter I leave in a candy-striped post box.
Silkihnerr frá manni sem meinar það ekki.
Silken sneeze from a man who doesn't mean it.
Þú þokuþarfa þorp sem þykist vera borg.
You fog-belted village masquerading as a town.
Með dökka mjöll á malbiki.
With dark snow on asphalt.
Ég anda að mér úðaregni í roki.
I inhale drizzle through a gale.
Reykul gengum götur þínar.
Restless I tread your streets.
Gegnum vot í skóna.
Soaked through my shoes.
Í strætó.
On the bus.
Í mjótt.
Í mjótt.
Í skeifu.
In skeifan.
Í mjótt.
In mjótt.
Á hlem.
At hlemmur.
Ljósastur og hótel og ljósastur og hótel. Og hótel 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 og hótel. Rúða sem skrúfast niður og háværir hringitónar límdir saman í lag.
Street lamp and hotel and street lamp and hotel 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 and hotel. A window that rolls down and loud ringtones glue together in a song. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we have to leave now because
they're closing.
But we're gonna take a walk to some literary hotspots.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about that. Iceland is, or like Reykjavik, it's quite a small city, so there's only like here are some tourist stuff for the foreigners.
Iceland bookstores are actually kind of a hotspot in Reykjavik. A lot of like readings happen in bookstores, but it's not really sustainable. So we also have to sell a lot of like souvenirs for tourists.
Yeah, like and that. There's a
bar here. No. There's a bar cafe here called Hressingaskálin or Hressó, and it used to be like a cafe where poets used to hang out. But that was in the old days. Now they kind of have sparkly something, and they have. Let's see, look at this. Like, yeah, there's not much poetry going on there now. Yeah, this is like Steinar, a really famous poet, used to chill out here, and he's really famous for like a poem that goes something like, "The Tam is like water, and the water is
Clear.
yeah, clear and deep."
But now it's mostly troubadours. So we're gonna go to a cafe that we like to hang out at.
Yeah, and a lot of poets chill there and write.
So welcome to Iceland in February.
Woo!
It's cold and it's dark.
What are we gonna eat?
I don't know if you can hear us over the wind.
Can you hear us? Yeah, it's windy and it's rainy and it's frost, but it's kind of cool. Yeah. What was I saying earlier? That like Reykjavik, it's a really small city, so there's actually only one street that you can go to. There's something going on.
We're on that street.
We're on that street. This is all like that street is kind of up there, but this is kind of like from that street.
The thing about Reykjavik is that we don't have a lot of institutions that take care of the literary scene. The City of Literature, UNESCO, is one of the few that supports sort of like grassroots literary happenings. So like as far as literary hotspots in Iceland, besides sort of, old houses where our famous poets lived, there aren't that many. It's mostly just wherever the poets are, it's a very hot spot.
It's like a bar or a bench. There's actually a couple of benches that are in a garden. What do you call this? The Sheriff Garden. It's like a bench that kind of like outdoor walking people used to hang out. In Iceland we call them outdoor walking people. But
Like a homeless person.
Like a homeless person, yeah. And there's some really nice benches over there that they used to hang out, write poetry, and one really nice poet called Loftur. He used to tell me about this bench. He was always talking about this bench, and he said this is the bench where the sun first shines upon, something like that. You can translate it into English. And I think it's really beautiful because the people that actually know the city are the people that are walking its streets, like the outdoor street walkers. But it's like a direct translation from Icelandic. And we used to write poetry in we didn't have pens or papers, so we used to write the poetry in the air, so it would kind of like evaporate the moment you made it or wrote it, which I think is kind of beautiful.
You mean we in the old days?
No. I used to come there and chill with the bums and the benches and when they were writing poetry.
Some of our most famous poets were dancing on the border between being homeless.
But that's all around the town. But they're not actually bums, it's people that choose to be up there.
It's a stovan. Stovan in English means the living room. And a lot of the poets working today hang out here a lot.
Yeah. Okay, welcome. Living room up, Reykjavik. But I think, like most people that are here, are also tourists. Reykjavik is filled with tourists these days. I'm not kidding. Like there's a hotel, like everywhere. They're building like tons of hotels everywhere. Is that crazy? Here we have a have two poets here that happen to be here. It's Anton Helgi and Kristín Svava. Nice to meet you here. This is Australia, Melbourne.
Hi, Australia. We were just talking about the difficulty of saying like what a hotspot is in Reykjavik for riders. That it's mostly just sort of whatever cafe or bar they happen to be at. And that events usually happen, readings happen at bars, cafes, maybe in bookstores, but there's no like real official venues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree? Sure. Yeah.
I mean, there's also like alternative, sort of like shotgun.
Yeah.
But
that's what's nice about Reykjavik when you want to perform poetry. You can read almost anywhere. And people are reading poetry in bars and churches, everything.
yeah.
Maybe like the same difficulty about being in a place like Reykjavik. All your relatives and friends are here, and sometimes they are reading over your shoulder when you're writing. So it's sometimes better to go away when you want to write, but when it comes to performing and reading, it's good.
And it's a bit, I'm organizing this panel discussion about different things. I'm not looking at the camera. And it's kind of a hassle because when you have a panel discussion, you kind of have to have an atmosphere where people are silent. But I don't wanna be there. I want to be where people are more loud somehow. So it's a bit difficult. So we're faced with kind of trying to choose between a louder place where the discussion would not be heard, like a bar or something, like here maybe, or something more official where it's more likely that there will be silence. But that's a bit too formal somehow as well.
I think because Reykjavik or Iceland and Reykjavik, it's kind of like a really spontaneous place. So like you were saying, like there's actually no problem of if you want to read up here or read up there. It's like no problem. It's like a concert because Reykjavik is a really music city. But
Sorry.
no.
People are interested. But if they hear about something, there will come 5, 10, 20 people. You're not alone.
I think I've never organized a reading that has turned out very well. Sometimes not very many people, but usually quite a lot, and always fun.
How do you like being a poet in Reykjavik? I don't know. Yeah. Is it a stupid question?
Well, don't know what I can compare to. I lived in Stockholm many years ago. 8 or 9 years. I was a poet then. I wasn't active in poetry but compared to that, what I knew then at that time, Reykjavik now is a much more lively place. But what I heard from poets I know in Denmark and Sweden now, the same thing is going on right now in Copenhagen and Malmö and Stockholm. There's a lot of interest in poetry in these cities like Reykjavik.
I feel very lucky to be a poet, first and foremost, and not a prose writer, because I really love performance, I really love readings, and it's much, there's much more of a tradition in having poetry readings than prose readings. I mean, it's such a performative genre rather than prose. So I feel very lucky to be in that genre. I haven't any comparison really. I've never participated in the poetry scene in any other city than Reykjavik. At the moment, for example, there's such a lot happening going on. Yeah, due to you guys and other people.
How do you feel like being a publisher in Reykjavik and like have to do everything like yourself, don't get any funding and stuff like that? How is that?
Well, in some ways it's nice, like Anton was saying, that you can sort of do whatever you want, wherever you want. But of course the downside to that is that no one cares where or what you're doing. No one is either supporting you what you're doing. So there's freedom, but with that freedom there's some restrictions that there's almost no money in it.
Yeah.
The money, the lack of money somehow is also, it's both a curse and a blessing.
Yeah.
At the same time, you have less people that are actually see an interest.
Yeah.
So
Except maybe for then like bókmenntaborg UNESCO, like
yeah, but
yeah.
people with money
Yeah.
are less interested in you, and it's both bad because then you don't get any money, but it's also good because then they don't mind what you're doing, and you don't get all the like moral dilemmas that I know, for example, that other people that are writing prose, that's maybe a little bit more mainstream or something.
Mm-hmm.
They have more like critical situations where they think
Maybe you're in it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Certainly not in it for the money.
Yeah.
10 years ago, we had these big bags in Iceland that all collect a few years later. But when they were really big, they gave away money to
even
the
to
poor.
poetry.
Oh.
Even to Fortunately, some of these books are actually
So if money comes, there will be good cause.
Sure.
Make good poetry first and hope the money will come later.
Yeah.
How about you, Ásta? You're also a musician and a visual artist. How do you juggle the three things and make a living?
I juggle it in total chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. It's nice. The chaos is nice. It can be a friend. Yeah. No, I mean I like it because like if you think about like all the medias you use, I mean it comes from the same source. It's all like something talking through you, whether you're like writing poetry or making music or making, I don't know, video pictures. It's just that the medium is not like the problem or like thing that you have to focus on, or that's my opinion at least. It's just what the tool you want to use to create what you create and stuff like that. And that's what you were talking about earlier about like the performative element about reading poetry, which you both do. Like when you like read poetry, and I probably do it too, and you do. It's kind of like it's a mix of like this literature and then this performative thing. Yeah.
We have like 1 minute left.
Okay.
Wrap it up. Thank you for joining us in Reykjavik. We hope you'll come here and bring your good poetry and maybe your money too. But,
yeah, very nice to almost meet you. All of the people sitting there in Melbourne. Thank you for listening. Good luck in the Eurovision Song Contest. We hear that you are participating this year.
yeah, we hope that you enjoyed a little taste of what it's like to be a poet in Reykjavik.